Hi, my name is Christy Fries. I'm one of the dietitians here at the Hall-Perrine Cancer Center. And I'm going to show you a recipe today featuring frozen salmon. We're going to bake this salmon from frozen, and the recipe is called Easy Baked Salmon with Lemony Dill Sauce. So I am using frozen salmon straight out of the freezer. You can buy salmon in packages and it'll have 2, 3, 4, 6 of these individually frozen salmon pieces. And typically the directions will have you thaw it in the refrigerator and then prepare it. Well, that works great if you're a good planner and never forget anything. But I want to show you a convenient way to be able to prepare this salmon straight out of the freezer. So if you forget to have a meal planned, or you forget to put the salmon in the refrigerator to thaw out, this is how you do it. So to cook salmon from frozen in your oven, it's going to take a 450-degree oven, so you would want that preheated up. And then it's going to take about 50% longer to cook. And I'll give you those directions. So frozen salmon is great because it is flash frozen shortly after it's caught, and then processed, frozen, put in sealed bags, and so it's safe and a great nutritious meal for you and your family. I'm just going to cook one today. The recipe we provide, you can cook up to 4, but this is a great idea if you're cooking for 1 or 2 as well as a family. So I am going to open up this package, and then there might just be a little ice glaze or some ice crystals on it. So the first thing you're going to do is rinse it off under cool water and then dab off any extra moisture with paper towels. And I'm going to do that real quick. And I'm just dabbing it with the paper towels to get any extra moisture off. And I'll set it there. Setting it there on my foil-lined pan. I've got some olive oil here that I'm going to brush onto both sides. This is our only step, our only first step. So simply brushing both sides of the fillet with olive oil. Lay it on my foil-lined pan, and I'm going to put it in a 450-degree oven for 8 minutes. This is what our salmon is going to look like after 8 minutes. It looks a little bit different, not too much, but just for the sake of time, I had this one already pre-baked for 8 minutes. So after you've brushed both sides with olive oil, put it in that oven at 450 degrees for 8 minutes, you're going to take it out. And now is when you can add your seasoning. Before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. And I'm just going to be very simple when seasoning. I'm just going to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of freshly ground black pepper. This is where you can be creative if you like Italian seasoning. If you've got a favorite spice, you might like to use dill. You might like to use a Mediterranean blend. But this is where we put our seasoning on. And then I'm going to put it back in the 450-degree oven for another 8 to up to 12 minutes of cooking. Each fish piece is going to be a little thicker, a little thinner. Everybody's ovens are different, so that's why there's quite the range. You'll know when your fish is done when it's completely opaque throughout and it flakes at the layers easily, and I'll show you that when this one is done. Also, you can use an instant read thermometer, and you want to bring your fish temperature up to 145. So I'll put this back in the oven, and then I'll show you how to make that creamy lemon dill sauce. So it's only 4 ingredients. It's very simple. So it's 6 ounces of plain yogurt, and I grabbed plain Greek yogurt just for a little bit of a thicker texture. You can substitute Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, for sour cream in any recipe. It significantly decreases the fat content and increases the protein content. To this 6-ounce container of yogurt, you can add 2 tablespoons of fresh dill if you have it. If you don't have fresh dill, you can use dried dill like I'm using today. And typically it's a 1-to-3 ratio, or you'd use 1/3 of the amount of dried to fresh. So I'm using 2 teaspoons of dried dill in this recipe. And you can also chop up 1 clove of garlic, but if you don't have fresh garlic on hand, you could use 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of fresh squeezed lemon. So put that in there. 1 and 2. And I like to use a whisk. You don't have to use a whisk, but I think it comes together a little nicer if you can stir that up with a whisk. And that's all there is for this sauce. You're just going to stir that up until it's nice and smooth. And this can be a topping for your salmon. Completely optional. So I made this for my family. There's 4 in my family, my husband, and I have 2 sons that are 5 and 10. 2 of us ate the sauce on top with the salmon and 2 did not, but I was very happy everybody ate the salmon. After the salmon has gone back into the oven for its second 8 to 12 minute time in the oven, when it comes out, it is ready to go. And so you'll test it like I said. You can use a fork to see if it flakes easily at the layers, and you can also use an instant read thermometer to check if it's reached a temperature of 145. And I'll show you our salmon here is all finished. And I've got a fork to show you some of those layers. So reaching in those layers, it's going to have a similar pale pink texture throughout, that opaque, and then when you're pulling apart those textures, they're going to flake apart easily. What I have done here is I'm serving it with other frozen items to make this meal even quicker. So in your freezer department, you can find the frozen salmon. I also found frozen brown rice, which can be an easy side with this dish or anything you're preparing. And also green beans. These tend to be a favorite in our house. And so frozen can be just as nutritious as fresh. It can help you cut down on extra packaging and also allow you to have meals quicker and easier. I hope you find this recipe easy for you to do so you can enjoy seafood in your home more often.